What's good, people? Then me, myself, Pharaoh. You don't know how the thing go, gringo. And if you don't know, then you're slow. And if I said it, I said it. Ain't no edit. And if you're feeling the vibe, like and subscribe. And in this one, air peoples, them another message to the youth. You got the boy Billy Billions got sentenced to football numbers 36 years, I think it was, either 36 or 39 years. He has to do a minimum of 20. Now, these are young bucks from our hood. You feel me? So this is wild sad to me to see this happen. But this is part of being gang, bro. This is part of being gang. Part of being gang is doing shit with your guys, or knowing your guys are doing shit, or orchestrating shit, and you're not actually the one that did the mad thing, but you have to sit down for it, bro, and not say nothing. You have to take that one on the chin. Why for that? You feel me? That's part of being gang, bro. This is all part of it. These are the parts that nobody wants to tell you. These are the bits. Like, you see how man said, bro, he's doing freestyles. I weren't the judges doing me. I weren't even there. I weren't even, but there's joint enterprise, bro. They even like, look at that, because they know you're a gang member. They know you're making music about things, yeah, inciting violence, as they call it, right? You're inciting things, egging things on, right? So now them man have gone out on a move. You've made a couple phone calls to them. It could have been normal phone calls. You're just talking to them. Them man ain't told you that. I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm just giving it a scenario. Them man ain't telling you. So you're there phoning back and forth trying to talk to your guys. Now, because the feds know, oh, you were involved in this, you need to sit down. And if you open up your mouth and go, well, no, it weren't that, I don't know what's going on, bro. Man are looking at you like you're a rat. You know how I'm saying? This is part of being gang, bro. This is part of that whole gang mentality. Yeah, sit down, let's throw our life away. Like, and these men had big careers, bro. You man have got millions of views. You know what I mean? Millions and millions of views. But this is another thing. Just because a man have got millions of views, don't mean a man are seeing you understand? The views don't always equivalent to paper, bro. So you may be seeing that thinking, bro, you got millions of views, you're doing shows and that, but after the show, bro, they're going back to the hood. You get it? After that show, they're going right back to the ends. What do you think a man's gonna do? If they're seeing their ops on the way to the show, they're getting it cracking. If they're seeing that, because these men are not, they're not even 1 foot out, 1 foot in. These men are still fully entrenched. You get it? Because they ain't made it to that level. I was saying they've got 1, 2 with the millions here and there, but these men ain't made it to that extent. You feel me? So it's sad to see these youths in their early 20s and that throw their life away, bro. Man got more years than he's been alive on this planet. You get it? Man's got more years than he's been alive on this planet. And knowing how the system is in the UK with that whole, bro, he's probably gonna ride out that whole thing. He's probably gonna do more than that bird. Because I know man that are in jail, you get it, for certain things. And they was meant to have been out all 10, 15 years ago, and they're still in jail. Their sentence is done. Their sentence done did 10 years ago. They're still there 15 years later. You get it? Like, so God knows, bro. But this is just another one. As I say, it's a message to the youth, bruv. Watch your circle. Keep your head on a swivel. Understand what you're getting into. You feel me? Because what? You really want to be sitting down doing a bird like that? Over what? Over what, bro? Over these roads that nobody owns. Once you get to a certain age, you realize that man don't give a fuck about none of that. Man's trying to live. I'm trying to go and see different countries and experience cultures and real life, bro. That what men are doing, that's not living, gang. That's existing. That living is completely different. You're existing, living that lifestyle. You feel me? But you're making the lifestyle look good. You're making existing look good. You know what I mean? What, trapping and stuffing stuff shit up your asshole, bro, to go and take country. Why for that? But that's where it is. What? That's cool. I mean, I'm rapping about it on mic, like, yo, I stuffed this up my asshole. Bro, that's gay. That's gay. But it comes with the lifestyle. All of this is part of the lifestyle, bro, that we glamorize. It's not cool. It's not all right. Men are throwing their life away. I think the other KO or whatever got 36 as well. These men are, bro, they're not playing around anymore. I think the UK has become sick of the bullshit, sick of kids dying, sick of, like, you know what I'm saying? They're giving niggas American numbers now. You didn't see sentences like this back in the day. It was rare. You like, bro, when you was hearing a man got a 12 or a 15 wreck, it was like, whoa, that's mad. Man's gone. Now we're hearing man are getting 20s normal. 12, 13, 15, normal, regular. This is regular now. People, you gotta wake up. Wake up. You know what I'm saying? Stop following all this bullshit. Really find yourself, find your creativity. You understand what I'm saying? Stop letting the hood stifle you. Some people like art, some people like animals, some people are into videos, some people are into streaming and gaming and them things there, bro. Fuck the hood. Find something positive. Because man are gonna end up like these man. You get it? Man are gonna end up like these man. And this is coming from somebody who got themselves out of that, bro. Been to prison numerous times. It's an embarrassment the amount of times I've been to jail. You understand what I'm saying? Because now that I'm a grown man, right? In certain aspects in life, it's like you're playing catch up. You feel me? Regardless of however bred you go or established you are, when you've done a certain amount of years in jail, you are at a disadvantage to a lot of men who didn't go to jail, who did stay on the, you understand what I'm saying? In certain aspects, you find yourself like, oh, man should already be doing this, or man should already have had this by now, you know? But because you wanted to waste your time on the road, you ended up, you understand what I'm saying? Looking at yourself in later life, like, raw, is this really what's going on? Even with certain things when like men are doing fraud and doing all these journeys like that. And it's like in later life, raw, you can't have bank accounts. You can't do this, you can't do that. But when you're young, you're not thinking about these things. You feel me? You're not thinking. Like, look at SJ, the OFBU, gone. These men are doing birds. They're just birding people off left, right, and center. So, yeah, people, then, man. Like, it's just sad, as I say, man, because these are youths, innit? These are young youths. Because you know, when you reach certain ages and you think back to being 21, 22, 23, and you're like, raw, that was time ago. Like, these men have got so much that they're never gonna experience. They're just gonna be in that workhouse, come out in your late 40s, 50s and shit, done out here. You know what I mean? So yeah, my peoples, them. It's me, myself, Pharaoh. You don't know how the thing go, gringo. And if you don't know, then you're slow. And if you're feeling the vibe, like and subscribe.